Welcome to the world's fastest growing podcast that interviews random Todds and asks them unpredictable questions in a series of wacky segments.
Here at the Toddcast, we believe every Todd has a story, and we want to hear it. Welcome in, everybody. You're witnessing a historical moment in Toddcast history. We have our first comeback Todd.
Nice.
This is Todd Anderson. He was like our third episode that we recorded. We've got Todd Anderson back, so welcome in, Todd.
Thanks for having me again, guys.
Hey,
like I said, it's one of the biggest achievements in my life to be the second guest.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of criteria you have to meet, and I mean, you squeaked in there.
Whatever I got to do to squeak in there, I'm down.
No, but we appreciate it. We know you got a busy schedule. You're always
busy.
Your Instagram feed is wild with all the stuff you're doing. So
yeah, it's a lot. It's aggressive. We have a whiteboard and a whole schedule, and it gets out of control sometimes.
Oh my goodness,
I could imagine.
Yeah.
You know what is also fire? That TikTok feed. I don't think I'm not sure you were even doing it last time we spoke. How's that been?
Random. It's good. I mean, it's pretty much just me and my wife making fun of each other, but it's pretty good. It goes pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, we've watched a good amount of them, so they're pretty hilarious. I mean, the notorious one of you dropping her. We have to talk.
I got like 5 million views. It was wild.
What?
Well, people were like coming at me. Like, I don't know, the comments were like, people thought like, you know, like, you're such a jerk, like coming from my head. And I was like, wow. I felt bad. I'm like the guy though that's like, in my college roommate will attest to this. Like, if you get hurt, like, I'm gonna laugh. That's just like it's like an awkward, like, I don't know what to do, you know, like, so I just laugh. But I'm concerned, but it's also funny. Like, if you're not hurt, it's funny. So yeah, that's just
because like the first time I saw it, I was like, whoa. And then I broke it down like the Zapruder film. And I was looking, I was like, in like the moment you lose grip, I could see your face change.
Oh yeah.
You were just like, and you just knew something was going wrong.
I mean, the two things happened. One, I was like, okay, she's very literal, right? Like, that's what made her like an amazing swimmer, because she'll do anything you say.
Okay.
To the T. And so I was like, you have to be really stiff, right? Because I'm not gonna, if I pull you and you're not stiff, I'm not gonna be able to like yank you off the ground. Well, she was super stiff, but then like when I lost it, she didn't like catch herself. She just stayed stiff as a board, right? And the other thing is, like, when she hit the ground, we had like hardwood floor, you know, obviously, and our apartment building is on this like pier, so it's like cement underneath. So it sounded terrible because like, wood like banged against the cement. It's not good.
Yeah, it was a rough, and I'm sure that was probably one of the
I'm just trying to catch up her concussion count to mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I was wondering.
Same mental state when we're like 80 years old.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. Michael sent that over to me. I was like, oh man. and we know it was like, okay, he feels really bad about it.
Yeah.
But it was cool that you were able to poke fun at it and bring it up in like the New Year's kind of like breakdown with all your pictures and videos and stuff.
They actually marketing company like signed that video to like market it to like ridiculousness and stuff. So
oh wow.
Yeah, they'll eventually sell it for something. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh my goodness.
You're gonna start dropping people more often.
Yeah, whatever it takes, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
we'll see you on ridiculousness then here soon. Just another accolade to add.
I was on I was on Barstool, and then it was on ESPN. I don't know if you ever saw the one where like I hit the girl's head in the fan.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
That was actually on like First Take.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They were just making fun of me, and like it's not good.
You have a knack for going viral on the internet, man.
It's hurting people mostly. That's the main thing.
Yeah. People are viral for worse things. So
yeah,
I think
for sure.
Yeah,
man. So yeah,
Yeah, so-
other than that, I also saw on the feed. I mean, you hung out with Jesse Itzler here recently. How was that?
That was pretty sick. I mean, he's like, him and his wife are just like amazing people, and like we've become, friends with them just through Katie helping him swim, and they like exchanged some business advice for swim lessons, and then we get to stay over at their place in the summer, and
Man.
it's just like they're just awesome people. Like the most. It's crazy to see people that are functioning at that high of a level and have so much responsibility, but yet like they're so down to earth. They're such good parents, like so involved. I mean, it's just like it's cool to see, and honestly, it's super rare from what I've seen.
Yeah, I feel like when you see people that are exceeding and achieving at that level, it's like, all right, well, something's being neglected, but it's like somehow they've got all their bases covered. I don't know how, but
that's a good balance. That's me and my wife, when we're around them, and just they just make you like better people. You just like, I want to, like, I can be better. There's certain things you get mad about stupid stuff, and then you can kind of have it all if you arrange things the right way and keep the right, I guess, moral isn't the right word, but the right focuses and the fundamentals that are important to you in your life in the right places and in perspective.
Yeah. Did he make you do any like crazy feats while you're with him?
Yeah, I mean, so they swam across, like they live on this, huge lake. They swam across the lake. I would have drowned for sure. I didn't do that, but we went in this sauna or steam room, right? So we went in there, and it was like, normal steam room. Let's say if you go to like Lifetime or gym, it's like 100 degrees, 105 tops.
Yeah.
It cranks this thing up to like 125, which honestly, it felt like my fingers like were burning in like my eyes. And he was like, let's do 130. Let's do 130. Okay. He's had a lot of people over his house. He had David Goggins, all these different people. And I'm like, all right, like how many people have done 130? And he's like, one. And I'm like, okay, who was it? He's like, it was me. And I was like, so we cranked it up to 130. And I mean, we did like probably like 3 minutes, which was extreme. He said he only did like 30 seconds before.
Wow.
Came out of there, we went right into like a cold plunge, and 2-minute cold plunge was like 50 degrees. And like by the end, I think like the change in temperatures, like I thought I was going to pass out because just like my blood pressure, I feel like dropped really low, but it was a cool experience. I felt great afterwards.
Yeah. I feel like it's
awesome.
like euphoric feeling.
Not going to say no. You know what I mean?
No.
So you got to just do it.
Maybe that's how he got where he is doing.
Yeah, that's got to be it.
At any time during that, did you think about going to 135?
That's as high as I go. I think anything
Luckily,
110 is like illegal in like a set, like a paid setting. So like a gym or like a hotel or anything.
Next summer, you're gonna go over there. He's gonna be like, "Yeah, I hired an electrician. We overrode all that stuff."
They took the governor off of it.
I don't think that's what the governor off. I don't think that. I think 135. I think you'd actually like burn your skin.
Oh yeah, you were
maybe
close,
don't do
man.
that.
You were close.
It was close. I mean, it was not good.
Yeah,
Man.
But I would do it again though.
Yeah, I mean, if you do it once, you can do it twice.
Exactly.
That's what they say.
Yeah, I don't know if that always works out, but
some things are a one and done kind of deal.
Like a heart attack, usually you don't make it through.
Yeah, well, if you do, then like you get that second one, and you know what's going on. At least you're prepared for it.
Sure. Yeah, if you can go to the hospital or whatever.
Huh.
Yeah. So the one thing I noticed, the blue check mark. Are you newly verified? Did you have that when we talked earlier?
It was wild. I was sitting there on Christmas Day. Ooh. And just randomly, I just got a notification. It was like, you're verified on Instagram. And I was like, that's super weird. The other weird thing is it was on Christmas Day because it's Instagram doesn't, from my understanding, it's not like an algorithm. Like they're manually checking like that stuff.
Right. On Christmas.
So I'm like, what? Yeah. What? That's super weird. But yeah, I've been verified on Twitter for a long time from football stuff, but never on Instagram. So
hey,
I feel like there's a lot more people verified on Twitter than they are on like Instagram. Because we had Sarah Todd on she's a reporter for the Jazz, and she's verified on Twitter, but she's not verified on Instagram.
It's weird though, like I think Twitter's a little more strict. Like you have but they are more open for like press and stuff for sure.
Yeah,
like journalists.
I saw that was a big thing is press.
Yeah, because I love Twitter. A lot of people don't like Twitter, but for news and stuff and like the timeline feeds, it's pretty sweet. If people don't really give it a chance though, and you got to follow people that you actually want to listen to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing about it too is you can choose where you get information, what you hear.
Like when something happens, like an event, like it's sweet because you can just plug it in the search and like it's gonna pull up the latest stuff, and you can almost like real time get like a firsthand view.
I'll just click on the trending and it'll be like one of the first things you click there and you click on the latest news and you just it's really nice for that.
It's also sweet for sports because like you'll get replays like right after they're done and stuff.
Yeah, I use it a lot for sports and. Most of the accounts I follow on my personal Twitter are all sports pages. So yeah, the Toddcast is recently we took it to Twitter. We were we had the handle the day we created the Toddcast. Yeah, and then probably about a month ago, we finally went through and like updated it with all the posts from Instagram. And we've
I feel like too, it's a tough build on Twitter because from everyone that does social media that I'm around, like that do social media marketing. They really like the Twitter algorithm better. It's more like organic. Like Instagram's gotten really like, specific with their algorithm. It's tough to build an Instagram now. So
and they change it so much too.
It's weird. It's so weird. I can't. It's like every couple months.
Yeah, you have to like redo your whole strategy, and there goes that whiteboard you had all set up, ready to go.
Some people are super into it, and that would throw me off. Like I'm pretty casual with everything, but like if that was like my, like some people that's like their career, they'll do stuff on Instagram. If that would freak me out if the algorithm was changing like every other day.
Yeah, it's like so out of your control, and it's like this is my bread and butter right here.
I loved it when it was just like. Just time, whatever was the most recent post is first on your timeline. That was sweet.
Yeah, they've screwed all of these timelines and everything up. It's insane. You'll see like one post and then you'll close it and you open it back up. It's the same post again at the top. I'm like,
they just feed you what you want to see.
It's kind of scary. There's a documentary on that.
I know, it's freaky.
Yeah. It was strange, but what's not freaky, I'm hoping, is how's Allie doing?
Allie's killing it. I don't know where she is.
Allie is the French bulldog for the listeners or newcomers.
She usually comes in here, but no, she's killing it. She's sleeping, like 18 hours a day, probably.
She is killing it.
Making the sleep coach proud.
Yeah, sure. There might be a little bit of an issue there, but. She has the good life for sure. She recently got a new dog bed. So that was a big development.
Dang, congrats, Allie.
Yeah, she was pretty stoked about that.
Things are getting pretty wild in her world.
Yeah, she's pampered to the max.
So did you use some of that money Le'Veon gave you for the for Allie's bed?
Yeah, for sure. Straight cash though. Came in cash. Came a double bag of it.
It seems that's a typical Le'Veon move.
Yeah, I mean, he would probably do that for sure.
He would.
Maybe a chain.
Yeah.
I would take the chain for sure. I would rock the chain. My wife, Katie, would hate that.
Hey, we gotta throw some respect on it.
Before, we had like when I worked at Equinox, we had this big holiday party. It was like at a nightclub, and this was before chains were like now they're like a little more acceptable and they're like cool, This was like on the front edge of that, so it was a little edgy. And she had this like purse that was a little old, and we're walking out the door. I just grabbed the purse, ripped the chain off, pinched it together, and just had this like huge gold. That looked ridiculous, but
that was the style.
Seriously. But I think like half the people thought I was serious, so they probably hated me for the night. But
this guy.
That's the hard part of doing things in like a satirical way. It's like some people think you're really being serious, and they're like, "Oh, this guy's an idiot." But like people that know you think it's hilarious.
Tough. It's a tough world for sure. That's like through texting too. It's just so.
Oh hard.
sarcastic. And
It is. You can't be sarcastic in text. People are like, this guy's just an a-hole.
yeah.
I've gotten that a lot.
Like social media, if it doesn't go well.
Yeah.
And everyone's very sensitive, so
yeah, you're stepping on eggshells.
Always.
Oh man, yeah. So what else do we have here? Oh yeah, is Nickelback still your favorite band?
Yeah, for sure.
Still rolling with it.
Probably twofold from the first time I talked to you.
No way.
Yeah, it's as good as it gets. No, I don't know. Favorite band? I don't really have. Who do I listen to the most? I mix it up pretty good. I literally listen to any genre of music there is.
I think that's the way most people like listen to music now. It's like there's so much of it that you can just kind of pick and choose and like, oh, here's something new, and just you build your own playlist.
Yeah, now it's like Spotify and Apple Music. You don't have to like pay for it, so you're not afraid to branch out. You have to buy it.
You just basically dabble in everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I remember growing up, like if you listen to one genre and that's basically all you did, unless somebody would like let you borrow a CD, or you would go to their house and use their iTunes.
Burning CDs, that was the best. You had
that was
LimeWire.
Where it was at.
LimeWire, yes.
You would ruin your computer.
I got banned from Michigan State's internet my second semester because I downloaded so many songs. Like, and when they were going through those like legal battles, so I had to like borrow apes like Wi-Fi logins to do homework and stuff.
Oh my goodness!
Burning CDs was like it was a struggle because like say you would have so much amount you could put on there, and then you're like, oh, I'm one song over, and then you got to figure out which song you want to delete off of your CD.
Or like you get a new song, like 2 new songs come out that you love. Well, then like you don't want to wait to put those on a new CD, but then you're gonna have all the same songs that you just put on a CD.
It was rough.
And then for a minute there too, they have like the writable CDs and then the rewritable.
The rewritables were clutch,
but they were expensive.
They were.
Now they're like they'll pay you to take them.
Like just take these, please.
So
I remember I got my hands on one of those RWs one time. A friend burnt a CD for me. I was like, oh man, this is like gold. That's endless CDs here.
That's like the first MP3 player, basically.
Yeah, you put your songs on there.
Yeah.
Is it rude if like a friend like burns you a mixtape and as soon as you get it, you're like, oh sweet, I've been needing a CD for my own. And you just immediately overwrite it.
That's a bougie friend though. They give you the rewritable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They're big time. They're balling.
Yeah. You must be a good friend if they're just passing out RWs. You didn't just pass those out to anybody.
Yeah, and then like, the cheap ones like wouldn't work. Like this, they would like burn. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was so annoying. And then when you get to the point where you would find the song that you downloaded, and you're like, oh, that downloaded really, really quick. And then it would be Bill Clinton talking.
Yeah.
I was like, why is this? It's an actual recording. I think a lot of people know it. It's like my fellow Americans.
Yeah. Or your computer was just ruined forever, and you had eating viruses.
Yeah, it would download, and you're like, yeah, this computer it's trash now.
It's done. It's over.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad I'm no longer on LimeWire because now we got too much stuff going on in my house that I don't need everything in this house going down or being hacked.
Like, oh, my Nest Cam is hacked. My front door is always unlocked. It's like, dang it. Thanks, LimeWire.
Yeah. Gosh, this show is brought to you by LimeWire.
We're just going to anybody who downloads this is
no
just
way,
gonna
right?
infect their phones.
Yeah, download our podcast on LimeWire.
LimeWire is probably like the company that owns TikTok or something now.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Just one crazy business to the next.
Yeah, no, it's gone. No LimeWire.
Yeah, it's a damn shame.
Yeah, too bad.
But it's not a shame having you back on the show, Todd. And we're gonna mix things up a little bit in this. This is once again making history. This is the first time we've hit this drop. And here it goes.
Now it's Todd's turn.
Alrighty. Now it's Todd's turn. Well, since you were nice enough to join us for the second time, it's only right to give you the mic for a second. And we're going to turn things around and you can ask Brad and I a couple questions.
Okay.
The floor is yours.
Okay. So, all right. These are meant to be tough, really challenging. All right, so let's say you're going over to your girlfriend's house.
Oh,
Okay, you have to meet her dad for the first time, and he hands you the aux cord. What's the first song that you're gonna play?
Whew. Okay.
oh, there's some routes you can go. You don't want to be like overly. I know. Well, if they're anything like my parents, I'm throwing on some Tom Petty or just like whatever I know he likes. I would just throw on like some Tom Petty. Be like, yo, this is some just good old classic rock. Be like, oh, he likes the old timey stuff. Like we could chill with this kid. I think.
See, I was
Works.
gonna go with Journey. I was gonna go with the freaking what is it? The small town girl song, whatever
Don't
the name
Stop
of it
Believing.
is. Don't Stop Believing.
That's
I was
fine.
gonna go with that song because it's a song that everybody likes. I think he'll sing along. Him and I could sing along to it. We'll form a bond, and then like, I'm good. I'm a
Just
shoe
like doing karaoke with the girl's dad now.
Those are solid choices. Those are safe bets.
Yeah,
I'm
they
playing it
were
safe.
too safe. I'm not sure. How would I be? I'm trying to think of a good bold one.
If here's the thing, if I could put it on shuffle and just let the first song play.
Let the
But
shuffle
I'm
gods
playing
figure
Russian.
it
I'm
out.
playing Russian roulette there.
I do that all the time. Like I'll be in the car and I'll like be with Katie and be like, all right, I'm gonna shuffle the songs. First song that plays is how the day's gonna go.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean, sometimes.
The problem is though, I have like a lot of like Juice World and like boy soundtracks, so it's always like this like sad like
All right.
drug related songs.
So I'm gonna press shuffle on here and see what the first song pops up.
Oh
is.
no!
Oh man,
Don't get a
Truffle
suit.
Butter by Nicki Minaj. So this is a song that he would hear.
you would be in trouble. You would definitely be in trouble.
I would not make a great impression on him.
Be like, sir, I'm a chef.
Yeah.
I mean, how to whip
Got
up
that
that
truffle
truffle
butter.
butter.
Hopefully he goes that direction with it.
Yeah. So
Please, ignorant.
I usually play it safe a lot, but if shuffle was there, it wouldn't be my friend.
Yeah, actually, Brad, you got me thinking. I'm gonna hit shuffle on my whole library here.
I feel like yours would probably be like something like Dave Matthews.
Oh, it's a classic.
Yeah.
Classic white
crash
classic
into
white guy shuffle.
Classic white guy shuffle.
It's a song called "Sexy Boy" by the band Air. I don't know if you've ever heard. It's the most ridiculous song ever.
Yeah, so we're both single after we shuffle
yeah.
our playlist.
Now I gotta do it just to
Yeah.
all right.
I encourage everyone out there to do this.
Yeah.
All right. I got Thought of You by Justin Bieber.
Oh, some JB
Off the Believe album.
That's OG. That's what is a sex album.
Yeah, I don't know. He might be impressed by that to see how long you've been dedicated.
He was going through some stuff back then.
Yeah, he was.
So Todd's not getting a curfew, and we're getting the bring my home
We're
back
just getting
or
kicked
bring my
out.
daughter home by 8 p.m. sharp.
Yeah, I'm
we start at
getting thrown
7:30.
out.
All right, my second question. I got 3 questions.
Perfect.
Would you rather wear cargo shorts every day or no socks ever again?
Whew.
Oh, that's tough.
right. This one is a simple one for me because I am a sock wearing guy. I'm never ever barefoot.
Cargo shorts every day though.
I know every day is a lot of days.
They're kind of coming back a little bit because like the cargo pants are kind of back in style, but I don't know about the shorts yet.
I've got like 3 pairs of cargo shorts right now. Those are my
Oh,
party
that's
shorts
good.
though. That's why I'm trying to have a good time.
Winter, summer.
Yeah, I went to
Yeah, well, that's the tough
In
part.
the
Then,
winter-
but you need socks in the winter.
Well,
too.
in the winter, I would wear.
no socks. I think like
Yeah, you could. You might get like a fungal infection.
you gotta think. You gotta go to a wedding. You gotta wear the cargo shorts.
Ooh.
You gotta go to an interview.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
socks.
you could hide the no socks thing.
Yeah, socks have less implications.
Yeah, you don't walk into a job interview and they're like, "Let me see your socks."
Right.
Or I mean, no socks is kind of a look these days.
Yeah, you go like.
I get some
shirts.
Throw
Yeah.
on some like chinos that are cut a little high.
Yeah.
GQ approved.
I think I'd go no socks. You'd be running through tennis shoes though. Like, they'd be so
Yeah.
snug.
Yeah, I think your feet would adapt. Like they'd be like, all right, I'm used to just this constant friction on my feet in whatever device I'm wearing for my shoes. But yeah, I think cargo shorts all year round. I'm not sure it'd work. I almost went with that because like I'm a new homeowner as of like a year ago. So it's like I could like put like when I'm working on house projects, but I'm not trying to do that all the time either. Not every day. It's a miserable life.
Yeah, because then Sarah would be like, "Oh, you got your cargo shorts on. You want to do some work?" And that would just open up to you having to do all kinds of stuff all day. So
Hanging curtains all day. I'm like, oh,
yeah. I think I'm gonna have to lock in the cargo shorts though. I mean, in the winter I would wear cargo shorts. I'm telling you, I hate being barefoot.
really?
It's a weird thing. But
I'll
like
be barefoot.
in the winter, I would probably wear cargo shorts and like really, really, really tall socks, like thigh highs.
Yeah,
I'd wear like Spanx.
probably the leggings.
Yeah, I would wear leggings.
Yeah.
As long
all
as I
right.
could wear socks.
Last question, and this one is, I don't know what I would answer it. If you had one free throw, and if you make it, you get $1 million. But if you miss, you never get to text again. Would you shoot it?
Text. Ooh.
Free
It's an
throw.
interesting punishment.
Yeah, it is.
It's tough. I mean, that'll mess your life up.
Texting's it's that convenient because I was like, then I just got to call people, but then now I got to call and I could get roped into conversations. Like I'm one of those people that can't get off the phone.
I think a lot of times too, you're probably doing stuff that you can't really call, but you can easily text. You know,
Right.
Yeah. Like I'm in a meeting, I'm like texting someone on my computer, and
I don't think I would shoot it. One, I'm not a great basketball player.
Yeah, I was.
Two,
Yeah,
honestly, like a lot of jobs, like you'd have a hard time with if you couldn't text.
Right. And I was thinking about it because, like, I would say 10 years ago, I was a lot more. I played basketball a lot. I was a lot better at free throws probably, but if I walked onto a court right now, no way.
Yeah.
do we get some practice throws or no?
No, you get one shot.
Just cold.
Eminem.
We'll give you 10 practice shots. I don't think it'll make a difference.
I
Yeah,
might
don't
get
think it would.
calibrated.
Because I would make like 8 of the practice shots and then miss the one that's important.
Exactly. I don't think that's going to be.
I get
That's
all
how it is.
10, get a big head, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it behind the back. Screw it. Just
Yeah, I'm gonna throw in that I wouldn't do it.
So what amount of money would it take for you to say yes?
I would probably if actually, you know what? Screw texting. You said $1 million, right?
Yeah.
I think I would go for it because I'd be chill. I couldn't retire with $1 million. I'm too young to retire with $1 million.
Just tax free too, tax free, it's a big difference. That's like how.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tax free.
10 million, I'm taking it for sure.
10 million?
I'm gonna look at it from a good way. As if I'm not allowed to text anymore, that's better for me. Maybe I'm saying maybe I'm on my phone way too much.
You'll be more intentional with your interactions now.
Yeah, whenever I want to talk to somebody, I'm gonna do it whenever I need to do it, not whenever it's convenient.
Think how sad you would be though if you one, you lost $1 million. Two, now you can't text it.
Right, you're just like, okay, so I gained nothing. I would be so upset.
You lost a lot.
Like talking about it, I'm like, yeah, it'll be fine. Like I'm good. And then I would meet a girl and she'd be like, yeah, just text me later. And I call her and she's like, who calls people anymore? Are you 50? And then she hangs up on me.
It'd be awful.
So yeah, my future depends on. I wouldn't shoot it.
Yeah, like you think like instead of texting, you'd have to like email people. I'm trying to think like what your backup text would be.
Emails people.
You could like DM people. That might be your fastest bet.
Just here's my Snapchat. That's what kids are doing these days, anyways, right?
Oh, it's crazy. Snapchat. I don't really do Snapchat. I think it's a lot of work to keep up with it, but
yeah.
They'll just like take pictures of themselves and text over the top of it.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I don't get it. We sound so old right now.
Yeah, and it's weird too because like 7 years ago, I was big into Snapchat. I was Snapchatting all the time, and now I'm like, what are these kids doing with this dang on Snapchat?
They don't have like snap scores. It's just like their total.
Yeah. I don't understand. There's no reason for it.
There's kids with like millions of snaps.
Which I don't think you need that many snaps. That's a lot of snaps.
No.
Snappage.
So many.
Yeah. And I remember like the one thing like back when you had Snapchat, it was like you want that streak between you and a friend.
Yeah.
It was like,
and then they would get like badges to show that they were like your best friend. And
what a weird thing
like,
to get rewards or like awards for.
Remember MySpace when you had your top friends on there?
Oh,
yeah,
man,
you had the top 8 and
drama, big time drama.
Dude.
Oh yeah, it was rough because everyone saw it.
16 people. Do I go with 8 people? 4? 4 is very selective.
Yeah, 4 is.
I was
for the people
4,
that had,
but
like,
not
no
because I had a
friends.
bunch of friends.
I was about to say the 4 is like for the people that have no friends and aren't afraid to hurt people's feelings.
I remember like I only put like family members in the top, like so it wasn't controversial.
That's
Ooh,
smart.
That's smart. Yeah.
And see, like I had and it was always weird because like whenever you get a new girlfriend and you'd have like your best friend as your top, like your best friends are in like your top 4,
Ooh.
Yeah.
and she starts passing them, and they're like, "Yo, I saw
Yeah.
Bethany's number 3 now." I'm like, And then when you
Yeah.
break up, you're not friends anymore. But
That was like when Instant Messenger was going hard. You remember that?
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Had like 7 chats going at once.
yeah. Used to,
I used to
That
chat
was a
with the
good time.
bots. I was
Yeah,
just a
you-
loser, apparently.
yeah, you suck. you didn't talk to real people. You had a top 4 on MySpace.
People were in the chat rooms and then they got weird, you know.
Yeah, chat rooms. I remember. How old was I? I was probably like 11 or 12. I was in Yahoo chat rooms.
Yahoo chat
That's a bad
rooms.
place to be.
Definitely.
I was young and I was on like AIM, but I was at my parents' friend's house or something. Like, hey, Michael, just go hang out on the computer. And I ran this random chat room, and it was like just a random one. So yeah, it's unfiltered, everything. It was like, hey, click this
ASL?
link, and I would just click it. And then my parents got a call later, and I didn't even know what was loading up on that screen. If you know
don't
what I'm
click
saying.
links.
Oh, I just clicked like it was. Probably clicked on 5 links. I would close it as soon as it came up, and they're like, "Yeah, so your son had an interesting search history on our."
Goodness.
I was like,
that's
"Yo, that was a big-"
embarrassing.
I know
That
it
is
was
so embarrassing.
It was not good. It was not good. Yeah, but
My goodness.
yeah,
Well, I like those questions. Those are
Yeah,
those are thinkers right there.
Yeah, did my best.
No, you did a fantastic job. A nice way to
But you don't really have any perspective since that's the first time.
yeah. No, you did a great job. You set the bar. You set the bar at a obtainable height.
It's just the bar. I mean, we don't know. It could get much better from this
Yeah.
point.
Who
give
knows?
us a bar.
I could be the fourth one moving forward.
Oh man,
Well, that was a take on a. That was a good time, I think.
yeah.
How do you think it went, Michael?
I was gonna say, you know what I like to use the bar for?
Oh,
It's time to prod Todd.
Get out your bars, everybody.
bars. You're the bars.
Different.
You're
type.
the master of prod Todd transitions. I think you.
Yeah.
That's your. That's
I saw you
that's
trying
the
to
one
steal
thing.
it there, and didn't go so well.
Yeah, you were. I was going, and you had it queued up. So you're familiar with prod Todd, right, Todd?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're still sore from last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll kick it right off with the first question: is if you were a fighter pilot, what would your call name be?
Oh man, fighter pilot. I would say, man, that's tough.
Yeah, it is.
It's not easy. I did find a online aviator call sign generator if you need help.
I'm trying to think of something they would call me like Todd. I don't know. Maybe like Tomahawk. We'll go with Tomahawk.
Todd Mahawk. That's
Todd
awesome.
by Hawk.
Yeah, that's it.
I like that.
Wow.
Todd Hawk.
I like that. That was actually pretty good, and you played it in with your name.
There we go.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you have one, Michael?
I couldn't think of anything, so I found that generator. It was basically like your month and day of birth. And mine is Nimble Plague. Does not make any sense.
I don't think you want to be called that.
I don't.
The plague was like the least nimble thing of all time.
Yeah, I love the oxymoron there.
Yeah.
It's-
So aggressive.
Yeah, that plague is so nimble.
yeah.
You'd have to be like a stealth fighter to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to be in like a freaking F-16.
Watch out! Here comes the Nimble Plague.
It would be kind of cool though if you're like dropping bombs on people.
But the word nimble, I don't
It
know.
doesn't make you seem cool. Like it makes you seem
No.
like you're like kind of.
It'd be like a drone pilot, like a fighter drone.
Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
No guy that does that. It's wild. They fly out of Florida and dropping bombs on a drone over in the Middle East or whatever.
Yeah.
Dang.
So like he goes into work, flies to those drones, and then leaves and goes home.
Yeah, I remember whenever I was stationed down in Jacksonville, and we had down in Florida, and in our hangar, we had like our regular helicopters and stuff, like our naval helicopters. And then like in the hangar next to us, there was a bunch of the unmanned vehicles, like these just drones and stuff. And they were so cool.
Yeah.
And they would like do like test runs out there. And I was like, this is pretty sweet.
Yeah. It was weird. He was telling me basically like they have a local pilot take them off and then they connect once it gets up in the air.
Yeah.
And then they don't land it either. The local pilot lands it. I'm like, well, why don't they? Wasn't the local pilot do the whole thing?
Yeah, it's weird how they do it because it's like, okay, I got it. I'm gonna hand it off to you, and then you just tell me when you're done, and I'll finish it out.
Like that's they just have to do the bad parts.
Yeah,
Probably, yeah. Yeah. Brad,
so
what's your aviator name?
Oh well. Speaking of my naval history, I think I brought this up in a recent episode. I had a nickname of Ball Bag for a while, so I think I would go with Ball Bag. I think I think that I would be the goose to Nimble Plague.
You gotta have that guy in the group, you know.
Yeah, you got Nimble Plague and Ball Bag rolling deep.
Yeah. That's something.
Yeah, it's unique, but I think it fits me.
Yeah, I do like the Nimble Plague though.
Yeah, Nimble Plague. You should get that tattooed on you.
Yeah.
Or start a band. That'd be a cool band name.
Nimble Plague.
Like a metal band for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh man. All right. Next question is, what's a weird food combination that you love?
Weird food combination.
Yeah.
I would say something weird that I like to do is like if I eat pretzels, I'll drink water or anything with it to like make them soggy. So I'll like bite the pretzel and then take a little sip. So it's like
a monster.
So you got like this paste.
Yeah. It's like a mashed, it's like soggy cereal kind of.
No, I think I've done that.
When I have cereal, I'll like put the cereal in, put a ton of milk, and then like let it sit for a minute.
Are you one of those people with like nachos as well? Like, do you like soggy nachos? I
do, but like it's not. I don't like. It's not functional, so it's a tough trade off.
Yeah.
You're at a pool party with Todd. You're like, "Hey man, here's a sandwich." He's like, 1 second, dips it in the
Dip
pool.
it in the pool.
All right, perfect.
Saltwater pool, maybe, you know.
My goodness. So you're a fan of the sog.
Yeah.
The soggy combo.
For sure.
I don't know if I would have taken you for a soggy guy, but I like it.
No.
Yeah, I've never thought of that either. Like, I never thought people would do that.
It's just crunchy. I don't like it's like crunchy. Like, I don't know.
Trying to keep these teeth pretty.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Man.
Fake.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I knocked my teeth out when I was in sophomore year in high school.
Oh man, doing what?
This kid, he's actually the principal at my high school now, but
principal was a kid.
Oh, I thought he was the principal.
he was a senior, and we were friends, and we were like wrestling around in class, and I somehow got on the ground, and I put my head down like this, and he thought that I had like my head on my arms, but I didn't really have it, and so he like jokingly put his foot on my head, and it just like smacked against the concrete.
Oh, that's rough.
It looked like Lloyd Christmas for like 2 days.
Oh no!
The diagonal, it wasn't good.
Yeah. See, this one right here, one of my front teeth, I did the same thing, and it was crooked, and it was like that for like it was a little bit, and then I finally got it fixed, but it looked rough, and it hurt too. Like it was all sensitive and stuff at first.
Not good. It was bad.
Man, I got all natties in here.
There you go.
Well, for now, that's like my nightmare though. It's like losing my teeth.
Oh, you just jinxed that for sure.
You're gonna wake up tomorrow
on this episode.
I'm coming on the third time if you bust your teeth out for sure.
Bro, you gotta check this out. Same day we gotta record before I get it fixed. Man, yeah, weird food combos though.
Yeah, mine is. I don't know if it's weird, but I got called weird for it. I got a meatball sub. And then I like to put ranch, black olives, pickles on it.
I can see that being
kind of weird. The pickles is a little weird.
Yeah.
But I'm for it. I would totally do that. I like black olives and pickles.
If I ever get a sub, that's the only way I'll eat it. Like if someone left off the pickles or the black olives, I'd be like, this is trash. You ruined my day.
So do you bring your own black olives and throw them on there?
I will. I just keep a pocket in my cargo shorts. I keep one pocket full of black olives.
One jar.
Pickles on one side, black olives on the other.
Yeah.
All right.
See, they're functional. If I didn't have socks on,
You can't enter the Chick-fil-A.
well, you can have shoes on still.
Oh, that's right. Just no
Yeah,
socks.
this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah, so that one was mine. I don't know if you have. Do you have one, Michael? I feel like you do.
Yeah, at Cookout. I don't know, Todd, you know what Cookout is? It's like a fast food like burger place in the southeast. But I always get a peanut butter mint milkshake. I just like was randomly like I was probably intoxicated in college when we were going through, not driving, but we like went through and they were like, "What milkshake you want? You can do like any combos." And I looked and I was like, "Peanut butter mint." I was like, "Screw it, I'm doing it." And it's a classic, dude. I'm telling you what, I still order it today sober.
It sounds
No.
like I thought Todd was a monster, but you're the worst person ever.
I've introduced it to like 5 people, and everyone's like, "You know what? Somehow you were right on this one, Michael." I'm telling you. So
I don't know.
This episode sponsored by.
I'm curious, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'll ship you a milkshake. It might be. Just no, we can't afford the ice.
Yeah, right.
It'll just be liquid.
It'll probably taste better by the time it gets there than it would fresh. So that sounds terrible.
Some other things I like Wendy's, Frosty, and like fries, but I feel like that's not that weird.
That's not that weird. That's it's actually weird if you don't do that. I think it's frowned upon.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Tell you to get out. But I did some research on this earlier for like actual weird things, and I came across someone makes a butter and sugar sandwich, and like literally the picture was 2 pieces of like Wonder Bread, like with just butter spread on it, and then they were just putting tablespoons of sugar over the bread, and I can't figure out why that would be done.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah,
sounds like diabetes.
Diabetes.
It's the fast track to diabetes.
Yeah, and the other one was cold meatballs and melted chocolate.
Wait.
Yes.
Oh, that's cold meatballs
and melted chocolate was a combo that apparently at least one human in this world enjoys.
Yeah, cold meatballs in general is better.
Yeah, cold. Yeah, that person needs to be locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sign our petition.
Let's get out of there. I hate hearing about those. So build your perfect workout playlist. Make four songs.
Oh man, 4 songs. I would say "Stay Scheming" by Rick Ross.
Yes, that's a banger.
I would say, not to look at reference real quick. I would say I'm a big Rick Ross fan.
Yeah. Just throw on some original Hustlin'.
Yeah, that's good. I feel like though when it came out, like I got a little overcooked there.
Yeah, I played it so much.
So much. Let's go with "Nightlight" by Millennium. That's not really a mainstream. That's not really a workout song, but we're gonna go with it.
Hey, if it gets you hype, it gets you hype.
Yeah, I'll go "Mask Off" by Future.
Of course.
It's fire.
And I would go. There's a "Humble" remix by Skrillex, "Chemical Mar." That'd be my 4.
Sounds like that playlist is guaranteed to increase your bench by 20%.
Sure. I think the science for sure.
Yeah, and if anyone out there is doubting it, take a look at Todd's Instagram page. It's
Those are
highly
the only
true.
4 songs he listens to.
Yeah, I've been listening a lot more lately, so.
Yeah, that's nice.
What's
Brad.
your 4 songs,
Oh,
Michael?
me? Oh,
No,
man.
not me.
Oh, you're saving.
I'm still trying
worst,
to think.
The worst for last.
Yeah.
There's one I love. It's "Beast" by Rob Bailey featuring Busta Rhymes. That song is like my first heavy lift of like the sesh goes with that one. And then I've got "Pop That" by French Montana on there.
Classic.
Yeah.
A classic French Montana.
And then I go with a little Mr. Brightside by the Killers. Gotta get a little bit of the variety is the spice of life.
Typical white man.
I like that.
And then this is gonna be most likely unpopular opinion. It might ruin my playlist, but I still have it on my Gaines Time playlist, and it's Roar by Katy Perry.
Oh,
He said, wow.
yeah.
That was the one that just got ruined by how often it got played. It was like every single place.
Yeah.
Like the first couple times I heard it, I was like, all right, this is good. And then like one song would play, and then the radio would play one song, and then it's back to Roar, and then it's Roar. I'm like, how many times can you play this?
Every minute on the minute.
I think you had 3 out of 4 was really good.
Yeah,
so that's cool.
Yeah. What about you? I know you like to work out all the time.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm the epitome of. I'm a gym rat. So, but if I did go, I think one song that gets me amped all the time is "Let's Go" by Lil Jon Trick Daddy.
Yeah, when that came out, that was hype.
No, that was a "Downfall of Us All" by A Day to Remember. Throw a Day to Remember in there. Look at Me Now. Oh, Chris Brown, Busta Rhymes, Lil Wayne, and I guess. One of the recent ones I liked is Sicko Mode from Travis Scott.
That's good. There's a good Skrillex remix of Sicko Mode too.
Oh yeah.
The Look at Me Now, like the Busta Rhymes first, it's like out of control.
Yeah.
But there's a Olympian that was in our wedding, Elizabeth Beisel, and she's a great swimmer. She was on Survivor last year, and she just like grabbed the mic at our wedding and rapped that entire verse like word for word, unedited.
Oh,
like everything. And there's everyone's around, old parents, everything, and it was quite the scene.
Well, it's one of those songs
well
like if you know that part, you flex it on everybody.
Oh, yeah, but there's a certain you leave out certain words. You edit certain things with parents around. Oh,
of course.
No, it was just she ripped it.
Just raw dogging it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to raw dog a song here and
Top to bottom. She just let it go.
Dang. Well, I think that collective, those 12 songs might.
Yeah, they're gonna improve your bench by 25 to 40%.
Oh,
for sure.
Dang. So the next one here is a choose your roommate scenario.
Okay.
Who would you rather have your roommate be? Leonardo DiCaprio or Paul Rudd?
Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio for sure.
Leo?
What?
Yeah.
You're a big Leo guy?
Yeah, Paul Rudd, I don't know. He seems like I feel like Paul Rudd's a little more needy than he leads on.
I wasn't expecting that.
Nothing to back that. It just, I don't know. It just like Leo just seems like he'd be like to himself,
Probably always focused.
Also, Leo probably, I'd rather go out with Leo. Seems like he has a good time, right? So like, if you'd rather get invited to stuff with Leo than Paul Rudd probably.
Yeah, I don't know what Paul Rudd does. Just
I think
hang out at the house.
I think I would fit in with Paul Rudd a lot more due to his if I was around Leonardo DiCaprio, I think I'd be intimidated in everything we did. Like he's out here watching The Bachelor, and I'm like, what you watching, man?
Yeah.
And I would just go in the kitchen and go back to
Paul Rudd does seem like a normal dude, just like
me and Paul Rudd would be sitting there like watching. He'd probably make me watch his movies.
Just watching Ant-Man.
I love you, Ant-Man, and I love you, man.
Never seen Ant-Man. I love you, man. I love that movie.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah. I think I would have to go with Paul Rudd on that one as well.
Yeah.
As you can see, I do have a bass back there, so
you gotta
be slapping the bass, man.
Slapping the bass, man.
I don't know why that it's like one of the funniest things to me.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite parts in almost any movie.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. No, but Leo he's just so accomplished. But if you did go out with him, he probably gets to go to everywhere he wants. Places Paul Rudd can't get into.
Anything.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd's probably doing pretty well though too.
He seems okay.
Yeah. It just depends on what lifestyle you want while you're living with him, I guess.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see what the people
Leo
think.
seems really clean though. He does seem like he'd be really clean.
Paul Rudd's dirty?
I've seen Leo a couple times when he's not in movies, and that he's just like you know,
Looking.
white t-shirt and just like scruffy, like looking with like a taxi hat on, looking rough, like out of shape. Not good.
If he was gonna be my roommate, I'd be like, yo, pretend like you're in Wolf of Wall Street all the time.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Be
I'm
like,
sure
be
He'd
cool.
probably love that. He'd probably totally.
That's probably one of his favorite roles anyway. So
Yeah.
all the Quaaludes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. Just walk in the living room. He's like, I did a bunch of Quaaludes, man. Dang it again.
It's for the
Leo.
whole band.
Did you see Jordan Belfort was like, they were interviewing him about Quaaludes, and he said, so he's been clean like 20 years or something.
Okay.
The actual Jordan Belfort.
Yep.
And he said that Quaaludes like were so amazing. Someone put one on the table right now, he would break his 20 years of being sober to take it.
Good Lord.
No way.
I was like, that, wow.
That's dangerous.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It was crazy that you just prescribed that for like anxiety back in the day, just like a normal whatever.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never even like quite. I've heard
I
of
didn't know
people
if that
taking
was still
stuff.
the movie. Like I was like, I don't even,
Yeah, I didn't either.
Man.
It's such a weird like role with him and Jonah Hill in that.
Oh yeah.
Jonah Hill kills that movie.
Yeah, no, he killed the role. It was just a weird role for him to be in, but he was hilarious in it.
$70,000 or something. Like he got paid like the minimum because they didn't really even cast him for that role, and he was like, "Give me a chance," and they were like, "We're not going to pay you." And he got paid like the minimum amount you could get paid for in like the SAG.
Yeah, I mean, if I had a chance to be in a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, I'd be like, "Oh, you want to give me $82? Cool, I'm in."
Yeah.
But I'm also
Scorsese was a director too, so
you pretty high visibility role there. So
yeah, for sure.
I don't know if it did too much for Jonah Hill, but I thought he was pretty good in the movie.
Yeah, he was great. Did he win? He won. I thought he won something for that, but I don't know.
I know he won stuff for Moneyball, didn't he?
Yeah,
I never saw that.
should have won stuff for Superbad because that's like the best movie of all time.
I just watched that like 3 or 4 days ago. I was telling Michael about it. I forgot how that movie is. It's perfect.
I mean, there's like classic line after classic line.
Yeah, it's the most perfect movie ever, one of the most perfect movies ever made. I'd put it in the top 10,
And
which
that
is weird, but like
cast blew up after that.
yeah, yeah. Freaking McLovin was in a bunch of movies. He's in the movie with Paul Rudd. He was in that Role Models movie.
Oh, that's
pretty good.
Yeah.
Role
That
Models,
movie was
I
pretty
love that
good.
movie.
Stifler's in there.
I've been on a big Seth Rogen kick lately. Like the past like 6 or 7 nights, I've rented one different. I watched Neighbors, and I watched Neighbors 2 last night, which was sucked.
Yeah, Neighbors
I've
one
just
was good, though.
Yeah, Neighbors 1 was good, but I've been doing that every night. I watched Pineapple Express the other night. That one's hilarious. I forgot how good that movie was.
Yeah, that's good fun.
A lot of good jams out there.
Yeah. This is your question,
Yeah.
Brad.
I forgot it was. I was looking around. I was like, okay, Michael, it's time for your words. Oh, it's mine. So we'll round it out here with a final would you rather. Would you rather the top half of your body be robotic or the bottom half?
Bottom half for sure.
Like robotic legs, robotic.
Yeah, I think that it's the fine motor of your upper extremities. It'd be really hard to like control like robotically.
Yeah, and there's also no more leg day.
No, I mean, no, it'd be epic. Like, think how much weight I could lift.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this guy just keep tossing plates on over here.
Terminator. No, but yeah,
You got to make sure you're well oiled though. You don't want to pop a socket or
What
something.
kind of robot? What if it's like liquid metal robot from Terminator 2? You know what I mean?
Oh, geez.
What if it's
You're
Roomba?
legit. Screw Roomba.
Roll
You just have
around.
2 Roombas for legs.
I might change my answer to that. I guess robot's a pretty big term nowadays.
Yeah. It covers a vast plane.
Do you even
No.
need 2 Roombas? You really just need one.
Yeah.
You're just the upper half is setting on a Roomba. You just scoot around. This sounds horrible, actually.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah. Let's make it basically robotic.
Yeah.
So if you do have a robotic lower half, you have robotic butt cheeks. Do you still have to go like take dumps If you have a rope, I guess since you still have intestines, I guess.
Yeah.
Dang, I thought you were gonna find a way to get out of that.
It just be like a button because you're
Eject poop.
Yeah.
Shoot it in space.
Oh,
Yeah, I think. Yeah, the lower half would be cool. I'd probably go. I don't know. I'm an upper half guy. I think you'd be able to.
Does that include like your brain and stuff? Like what's the?
We'll leave the head not robotic. Would it just be like your torso and like arms?
Loopholes here. There's definitely some loopholes in this question.
Yeah, but your organs aren't robotic.
Then you're not going to be eating and stuff. You're not going to,
Yeah. That's a difficult question.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it.
It's better left in the past.
Yeah, a lot of thin lines there.
Yeah. Too many thin lines for me.
We know what another difficult question is.
What if Todd was one of us?
Flawless execution.
Something like that.
Yeah, so you've been there, you've been there, done that, Todd. So we're just gonna roll into it. This question came in from a member of the Todd Squad. I was at the dog park the other day, and one dog started humping my dog, and then a few seconds later, another dog ran over and started humping my dog's face. Is it okay for me to pull the dogs off, or is it the owner's responsibility for getting the humping dogs off of my dog?
Well, I mean, I think that it's the owner's responsibility, but if they don't do it fast enough, yeah, I feel like you can absolutely step in.
Which dog do you take off first?
Face dog for sure.
Face dog. Well, obviously. Yeah, that's so demeaning.
If you were that dog, which one would you put up first?
Yeah. Like, please
get out of my face.
Because I mean, this has happened to my dog before. I took him to the dog park, and it just, you feel so bad because
they're just attracting that. They say that dogs mimic their owners, so I mean that could be on you.
I don't know what's
that whole scenario.
No.
Getting roasted.
Goodness.
Getting bodied on the show.
Yeah, and
does this happen to Allie? Do French bulldogs, do they take that, or are they just like dogs?
She's pretty she's pretty stout, so she can hold her own, and she also, hold on, plug my thing in. She's like not that social, so kind of like,
yeah,
like she's not really. We also don't live close to a dog park, so
that's good.
And like with COVID, they're all closed, so
yeah.
Not a ton of interaction with other dogs, to be honest. One time when I lived in Chicago, we had a fenced-in dog park for our building.
Yeah.
And it had like this, like you had your key fob and it would open up and automatically close.
Yeah.
One time, middle of winter, I opened it up, let her off her leash, and the automatic door didn't work. So it stayed like a foot open. Oh. She runs out.
Oh no!
Sprinting, and like you'd think French bulldogs aren't that fast, they're pretty fast. And she turned like down the street. We're in like downtown Chicago, sprinting down the street, and I'm just like running. It's like all out sprint in like pajama pants and boots, and like she thought it was a game, so she's like running from me. There's like running through an intersection basically.
Oh, good.
Eventually, I just like stopped and turned, like because like she thought it was a game, so she like followed me, and she like followed me, and I like grabbed her. But like I bet my heart rate was like 200 at the end of that.
Yeah, that's cool. That's insane.
It was not fun.
Yeah, that happened to my dog. Like I let him off leash on like a rails to trails thing up in Pennsylvania. Like I had for like a week, and I was like, yeah, he'll be fine off leash, and he just boop, like immediately turned into a speck like down the line, and I just started running, and I was like, I think I started working out the next week. So I was like, that was such a wake up check that
goodness.
Yeah. Because they think it's a game when you're chasing them. Like, oh yeah, you can't catch me. I'm like, no, I can't. So stop.
And then you have to make that difficult decision. Like, okay, do I stop and hope that they like notice, or like, because you either stop then and they just keep running. You're like, well, shit. Or you.
Terrible.
Yeah, they'll come back. So thankfully, Allie came back. She's here today.
I was nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah, your brain's just like doing all these worst case scenarios.
Oh, yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna watch my dog get run over. That's exactly what's going through my brain. It was terrible.
Oh god. Well,
that would just be so much therapy after that.
I'm gonna. This question is gonna make me go to therapy after your comment earlier.
Okay.
Oh man,
I have not been partaking in those kind of situations.
Mm-mm. Yeah, but yeah, I think ultimately it's the responsibility of the dog owner. But if they're being slack, I got no problem going up and ripping a dog off.
Yeah.
Like, especially if they're bigger dogs. Like I'm not hurting them.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah, just don't like kick it in the head or something.
And you just put it in a headlock and just
Nuzzle it,
choke it out.
Bully. Hope Bean's not
See,
listening.
That's the
just
thing
kidding.
too, is like a lot of people are like take their dog to the dog park and completely ignore them. So you're over there like you're hanging out with your dog playing fetch, and then like these two dogs come over and just start going to town. Of course you're gonna take those dogs off of them, but then the owners see and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing to my dogs?" I'm like, "Shut up! Your dogs were humping my dog."
Yeah, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah. I don't know. There's people out there that are just kind of dicks about that stuff. They're like, "Just don't touch my dog, man."
Yeah.
I'm like, well, don't let your dog hump my dog's face.
Yeah. Well, so one time we were at a beach in Miami, and so this guy, my dog runs over and starts to lick this lady's leg, and he takes her and throws her like 5 feet.
What the hell?
And I was so mad. And I'm probably like, I never get upset. Like I'm a very laid back guy. And I was so pissed. I ran over there. I probably looked like such a meathead. I like stood over this guy and I'm like, why are you throwing my dog? And he's like, my wife hates dogs. I'm like, but you don't throw my dog. He just kept looking down and he wouldn't look me in the face. And I was so mad because like anything with Allie, like I get so mad. And I was like, how about I throw you? It was just like the most meathead, like comment.
But I throw you.
Throw you over that fence, boy.
I just probably looked like such a meathead, but I was just so mad because like it's one thing to push her away, but like she's a little French bulldog. Don't throw her.
Yeah, pick her up and place her over here if you have to.
I was like, come on. And you're at the dog beach. You were at the dog beach.
You did this
what
to
do you
yourself.
expect?
Like, what do you think's going to happen?
And they came there without a dog?
Yeah. I was like, I mean, I didn't know, but like, there's signs. I don't know.
Lady, if you're listening, you were in the wrong. Why would you go to a dog beach?
I still don't
like dogs.
necessarily regret it. I don't think I need to say I'm going to throw you in the water, but he's just ignoring me. So then I just felt like I had to just escalate the situation.
Oh, yeah. Because whenever they ignore you or like don't pay attention, it makes you feel like you have to take it to another level.
I just jumped it like
you went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yes, absolutely.
That's nice. Hopefully, this is captured via Zoom.
Hey, we're gonna find out, and we're also gonna find out a little bit more about Todd as we start rounding it out.
Once upon a Todd.
Oh, I'm so glad
this has been a flawless episode. Yeah. Have we had any issues at all?
It's been really great.
It's been great.
Yeah, y'all have been great. I'm over here just wrecking it up. But yeah, so usually this is at the beginning of the Toddcast, but we put it near the end, and we just kind of want to ask one question and hear about how things have been since we last spoke to you. Yeah. It's kind of a deep question, we realized as we were doing our pre-show.
Yeah, way deeper than we thought it should be.
Yeah, we almost changed it. We're like, we already gave him this question. So what's been the biggest failure in the last year? And then what did you learn from it?
You mean like my biggest failure?
Yes. Or, I mean, take it where you want to take it.
Yeah.
This is the Toddcast.
I mean, I think 2020, the biggest failure is, I think this is a deep question. I think that, so many like emotional things happened in 2020, so much stuff all over the place, no matter what your views. And I think that it's really hard to create like pure emotion like that and get people, I guess, aware to certain causes and certain events. Mm-hmm. And I think that we really messed up by not utilizing and like rallying around some of the emotions and like coming together and like, using that momentum for a good cause. And it kind of like really divided people. So I think it could have been like a really
unifying.
Yeah. It was almost like, as terrible as 9/11 was, right? Like it was very unifying. Like everybody, afterwards it was like, wow, nobody was more proud to be American. And then it's just been a tough year. And I think that, hopefully we'll rally and kind of come back, but it's just kind of sad to see how many people are getting upset at each other and, families getting mad and friends and all that stuff. And I don't think it needs to be like that.
Yeah.
So that would be the biggest failure as a whole.
Yeah.
For sure. And I would say, I think my biggest failure would probably be, man, that's tough.
All I do is win.
Yeah.
No matter what.
There's plenty of failures. I think moving from New York and stuff, like, you never know how long you're going to be around friends and like enjoy certain things and where you live and just be grateful for the people you're around. And like I said last time, like, don't say no to stuff, so there's a couple opportunities I didn't do or didn't go or go see someone that I wish I would have. And now it's more difficult because I moved. So
yeah,
I think valuing relationships more than anything else is something that you can always get better at, for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You got to keep that yes man mentality.
I know, right?
That was a good callback from the last episode. That was one of the things I really liked from that.
Yeah. I still try to do that,
Yeah.
Very rarely do you regret doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that was deep.
That was it.
What a momentum shift.
Yeah, like we were like, let's all just get really sad now.
We'll go from the dog humping to just,
one of the like very introspective questions.
Yeah.
We're to blame here. We literally posed the question.
The Toddcast is an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
You never downs. It's like a Leo movie. That's what it'd be like living with Leo.
Yeah. Living with Leo.
Lighthearted. This is a Leo movie for sure.
Yes. Whenever the Toddcast movie comes out, we'll have him play. He'll be a lead role in it.
Yeah, maybe you could get him on here. Just he could act like his name was Todd.
Yeah.
I just play the character Todd. You know what to do.
Hey, there we go.
I don't know. I don't know if you want to let him on or not. It's a pretty exclusive club. So
yeah, we don't want to piss off all the Todds. So.
Yeah, you can't just start doing that to everybody.
I will write a strong worded letter. If you do.
We will file it promptly.
Yeah. So I guess we'll take it from down here and we'll bring it up a level and let you give us some wisdom. You're a little older now, so.
In Todd, we trust.
Whew. I need some wisdom.
Yeah, we need some wisdom.
Yeah. So you gave us great wisdom last time, and I think we talked about the yes man thing. But you're older since we last saw you, right?
I am.
So that with age comes wisdom. And what's one piece of advice you would like to drop on the Todd Squad?
And this is something I learned from Jesse Itzler is, like you have to, my advice would be to like make your year happen. And, you have to go out of your way to plan things that like you're really going to enjoy and kind of take you out of your comfort zone. Mm-hmm. So like me and my wife are trying to do a thing where like once a quarter, we plan like a big event or something we're looking forward to or something that's going to change the trajectory of our year. Maybe it's a trip, maybe it's something in business, but like plan it out and do something you enjoy on like the weekends, because we never like plan our off time. We never plan the weekends. You kind of just let it flow, but you plan all this like week stuff that you don't really enjoy. So like make it a point to like plan out the time that you do have to like do what you want to do.
Yeah. Is it Jesse Itzler that like once every 8 weeks he takes like a weekend or something, or am I?
Yeah. So he does a thing like once. He calls it like Kevin's rule, his friend Kevin, and like he like once a month he'll do something that's like just like outside the box, something he would never normally do. Like maybe it's like, I don't know. For me, like I don't like do hikes, so maybe I go on a hike or go to like a museum that you was just like you wouldn't really be interested in, and it's amazing how much stuff you actually enjoy that you don't really give the time of day.
Yeah.
So it kind of goes along the line with just saying yes to as many things as you can. But I think
Yeah.
you have to seek experiences that you normally wouldn't do because you kind of fall in the same routine all the time.
Right.
Yeah. You gotta make your life happen. You can't, because if you don't, you're gonna look back and be like, well, that's
Yeah,
And then you're
it's
gonna
so
kind
easy
of
to go to the same restaurants, even go to vacation the same places. Like it's just you get a routine. It's like it's a comfortable. So
Yeah.
it's cool to like try new stuff and just kind of put it out there.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, I think the comfort zone has become especially with everything going on, a lot of people have kind of went back into their comfort zone.
Yeah.
And I think coming out, like once things kind of start getting more normal, people are still going to be stuck in that because they're like, I'm kind of used to this now. Like I've been doing it for a year. You get set in your ways for a year. And I think a lot of people are going to have to transition to becoming like almost a real person again and thinking about how they're going to do stuff. Cause like a lot of people are in just on autopilot right now.
Yeah. Even like human interaction, it's like weird when people don't have masks on. Like it's like, which is scary because like I hate that. It's so fun to interact with people in person. So it's like it's gonna be a learning curve. It's weird. You like watch movies and there's like a big crowd and it's like weird.
Yeah, it like gives you anxiety when you're watching the movie.
Yes.
You're like, wait,
I'm
that
like,
should
wait,
be
they should
happening.
it's so weird. I thought about that the other day. I was watching a movie. I was watching Home Alone during like Christmas time, and I was like, he was sitting next to the
more
guy
than
on the
10
airplane.
people in this household.
Yeah, I was like, they should have masks on, and I was like, this is so weird.
Yeah.
Like
we need to end this thing because
yeah,
like that cannot be the normal.
yeah.
No.
I can't be tricking my brain like that.
Yeah.
'Cause that's when I noticed. I was like, oh, this is weird.
I think what's hard too is with the mask and stuff is like there's always going to be some type of illness out there that depending on how freaked out people get, they kind of go in cycles. So it's like scary because you could justify it for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like in Japan, like it's cultural to put on, which I think we should totally stick with. And I think it's great. Like in Japan, if you're sick, you wear a mask to protect other people, like just like the cold or whatever. I'm down with adapting that. I think it's really thoughtful, looking out for other people. But let's get done with it. Let's end this thing.
With the 100% mask rule, yeah. Doesn't seem like that'd be sustainable, especially like, I mean, you lose that human interaction and like, you don't like people are like scared to talk like with each other out in public now. And it's like, you just back up when you see somebody like, oh, get away from me. Like, is that going to like translate like 10 years down the line? We all just are like, stay away.
Yeah. Let's hope these vaccines knock it out and we can be back to normal.
I'm down with that. Brad, you somehow muted yourself.
I know what I did. Yeah, but like conversations seem to be really weird too, because like if you're talking to somebody and you both have the mask on, you can't get that. You don't see like reactions and things like it. It's very impersonal. Like it's just like
initial conversations because you can say something and like smile and interpret a whole different way.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm gonna bring us back to the Intawi Trust. So Q1, what's y'all's big event? Do you have it planned out yet?
So Katie's going out to LA. I'm going to go with her, and she's doing Rich Roll podcast.
Rich Roll, nice.
So that should be really cool.
Yeah.
So that's that one. It is tough though with COVID, and I'm in Michigan, so there's like nothing open. Like inside dining is closed. Literally. Yeah. There's outdoor dining, but it's like 20 degrees outside. So
yeah, who's gonna go do that?
We're doing an igloo on Saturday. It's like like the little plastic. Igloos,
that's pretty sweet though.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's hard to get in because like restaurants will have like 4 or 5. So that's like a restaurant with 4 tables. Like you're never gonna get in there.
Yeah. Now, I did think that concept was pretty cool though. I mean, they had people like decorated it. They put like the lights and stuff in there. Yeah. That's a pretty cool concept. But still, if there's 4 of them, like you have to make a reservation 8 months ahead.
Yeah.
I'm not going to O'Charlie's to sit in the freaking
O'Charlie's. I don't think they're doing that.
Wait, they're not?
I don't think O'Charlie's is doing that.
That's fancy, right?
Super.
I think it's like the rooftop bars and stuff that are doing this kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. O'Charlie's isn't that level yet.
No, not yet. Maybe Applebee's. They're
but
sliding in there.
I really like that. I really like that advice a lot. I think it's relatable on a lot of different levels for a lot of people. And I think it gives people an idea of what they should do with how they can plan things and get more experiences in their life rather than just doing the same, like you said, same movies, same restaurants. I've kind of employed that for this year as well. I've noticed that last year I thought about it and I was like, it felt like it was a wasted year. And I mean, a lot of that is due to COVID, but it helped me realize like, hey, time runs out. So just start planning stuff, taking things seriously, and like looking at ways to just build your experiences and stuff like that. Because you buy stuff and it gets old and you throw it out, but like experiences are always there. You can always pull back the memories and be like, oh, this is cool.
And take advantage while you can. Like all our experiences are really limited now, and you would have never get that happen. So
seriously.
Exactly.
Like I was watching like a video of like a concert the other night, and I was like, "Oh my goodness,
I miss concerts so much."
I would kill to go to a concert.
Yeah. I would love to just go to a movie and pay $812 for popcorn and go watch something. Like in
Michigan, you can go to a movie, but you can't buy popcorn.
Oh,
wait, you can get it to go, so you can get it as you walk out of the movie.
Do you want it then? I guess not.
I didn't go. That's the rules.
Yeah. I do like that it has kind of brought the drive-in back, which has been cool. Like I think drive-ins they haven't like come back, but they're popping up a little more here and there. And I've always liked that concept anyway. I think it's something that never should have like went away. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it's cool too. Like if you have like the audio in the car, and then if you order food, that would be cool.
Yeah, it's an awesome concept, and I think it got taken for granted and then eradicated for a while, but now it's slowly coming back. It'll go away again, but I'll embrace it while it's here.
Yeah. Dang. Well, I think you're in need of a nod. So yeah.
It's time to give a nod to Todd.
So
I was too smooth with my transition earlier, so
you blew it all in one down earlier, and now it's gone. But yeah, so congrats on being the first Todd to receive 2 nods.
Thanks, man.
Your second nod. So we appreciate you taking the time coming on the show, and we really appreciate you taking your time to think about questions to ask us in our new segment, Todd's Turn.
Yeah.
That was a good time. We appreciate you doing that.
Anytime, guys.
Yeah, Michael was thrilled throughout this is all he's talked about today.
Yeah.
He's been so excited, so I'm glad to see him.
I couldn't sleep last night.
Yeah, he's like a kid on Christmas.
Me either.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, you're busy on Instagram, you're busy on TikTok, you're busy on a lot of these platforms. Do you want to? I know we have the drone. You want to drop all your handles out there?
Yeah, I mean, Post Madrone is back, so I crashed my drone. I don't know.
Oh
no. So I got another one, and so that's back. It's a little tougher not being in New York, and there's not as many things to shoot. So Post Madrone's still out there. Yeah. My Instagram, ToddAnderson42_. I mean, there's a bunch of random workout stuff and pictures. So
check it out.
Go there for inspiration.
Yeah, it's fun. I like it though. Instagram's fun. It keeps me connected to people that are all over the place. So
yeah,
I like to have a good time with it.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's it, man.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, everyone out there, check him out on all of his platforms. Follow him on TikTok. Follow him on Instagram. Check out Synergy Drylands.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's going to brave anybody swimmers out there. Synergy Dryland. We do all sorts of like swim strength conditioning, not virtual stuff. We have an app. We can put programs in, a workout program. So
sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Nice.
Yeah, and while you're going on a following spree on all of Todd's different social media handles, go ahead and find us at the Toddcast Pod. We are at the Toddcast Pod on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. Go ahead and like us on Facebook, the Toddcast Podcast. And once again, this is on YouTube, so go ahead and subscribe. Watch us on YouTube. Go ahead and in the search bar, just the Toddcast Podcast, and we'll show up. Do you have anything else to add, Michael? I mean,
no.
I thought it was a good time. I appreciate you. Once again, Todd, thanks for number 2.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. And well, with that, I'm Michael.
I'm Brad.
And he's Todd.
And he's Todd.
Oh, Lord. Number 2.
Bye.